Hi guys, Awesome Paint Jobs put up a video of his workspace, and he basically goes through and explains a bit about why he's got things set up the way he has, and he asked us to put up videos of our workspace too. So this is mine. This is my main desk here. This is where all the magic happens. Yeah, on the left I've got all the paints. It's not a lot of paints, but it does for now. I do need to expand that, but that's anyway. I've got my washes at the back here, and then all the colours sort of, grouped together in there. Yeah, just grouped together, blues, greens, reds. Yeah. So there's that. Then I've got things like my tripod. The blue roll with a V cut out of it. Yeah, and just a mixing tray there. You see here, I've been lazy when that's been out of reach. I've just used the table as a palette a couple of times, which is incredibly lazy, and I shouldn't do it, but every now and then it just, something quick and easy. So yeah, I try to keep this area of the desk as clear as I can. I do get very cluttered, as you can see when I spin around to the desk behind me, but I try and keep this as clear as possible. When I'm painting, everything else is out of the way. When I'm painting, I've got my brushes here, the ones I use all the time, water, drink anything. It's not a good idea to keep it there, so I have several times I've dipped my brush in the wrong grass there, but yeah, and I've got some clippers, Stanley knife, and my ghetto turntable, the plate and the runner out of a microwave. Yeah, pretty effective. But yeah, that's the main desk. As I say, try and keep this as clear as possible, just so I don't feel cluttered, even if I am everywhere else. And then up a bit, I've got some loo roll that I use, folded up into squares as a glossing pad for my paintbrushes. This grey pot here is all the other paintbrushes that I need sometimes. And I've got a few odds and ends, spray paint and spray varnish. Don't use that very often, so that's sort of, doesn't need to be there. The glues and everything up on top here. On the PVAs at the back, some super glue, plastic glues, and that's my bits box. Not very large at the minute, but I've not been back in the hobby for a huge amount of time, so it's not bad. It's definitely growing in this. So yeah, that's that. What else? Obviously, at the back there I've got my display cabinet with everything that's finished, and a terrain pile on top of it and things. And that was, on the top there, this was my sort of display table. But what I've tried to do is to take things off here and sort of migrate them into the cupboard as they're getting finished, which is going okay. There's still quite a lot of stuff on there, as you can see, that needs to get done, but I'm getting through it. But yeah, this right next to the window, as you can see, that's because I much prefer working in natural daylight under lamps. I just it feels a lot better, and yeah, it just, I guess, it feels good to be sat by the window. All the paints on the left, again, they're there because it feels right. The same with this, really, is just reaching for stuff with my left hand when I'm down here painting with my left hand is with my right hand. So everything's just sort of placed where it feels right. There's no, it's always subject to change as well. Things get shuffled around sometimes. Just as I find, I'm refining it slowly, but as I'm working, I'm sort of finding that things are more convenient in other places and reorganising things. But what seems to be the case is that paints, I like them on my left. My bits box I like sort of within reach. Otherwise, you know, if I needed space for something else, I might think, you know, I don't need the bits box unless I'm building things, so I'll put the bits box, you know, further away. But as it is, that's the main desk here. That's my working desk. And then around behind me, I've got my cutter, all my decals, scissors, a couple of blades, words, tweezers, that's the thing. Got a load of different tweezers there, one of which is this one. Very, very handy ones to have sometimes. These are sort of reverse ones where you have to sort of open them and they close by themselves. They're quite good for holding things, small things obviously, but yeah, pretty handy sometimes, good to have around. Yeah, all this is basing stuff at the back here. And yeah, here I've got a lamp, an extra lamp for when it gets dark. Above me I have a light, but it's not enough by itself to paint under. So yeah, behind me I've got this lamp, and that sort of basically shines over my shoulder as I'm looking at the model. But yeah, not ideal, but it's okay. I don't know if it will come up in the picture, but I've got my motivational space marine on the wall there. He works me like a dog sometimes, but it's all good. And then over in the far corner I've got my guitar and my PS2 and incense burner and things. So yeah, when I take a break from painting, I've got a nice comfortable chair to sit in over there, just relax and play some Need for Speed Carbon or something. And yes, I know I'm pretty far behind the times as far as that goes, but hey, you work with what you've got, don't you? So yeah, that's it guys, that is my workstation. I'll just show you my awesome chair quickly. It's got a Thundercats t-shirt over the back. But yeah, so that's it guys, that's my setup. It's pretty basic, and I'm sure as I stay in the hobby for longer and get more stuff done and things like, it's going to get to a point, obviously, as you can see, when my paints it's no longer practical to have my paints there, and when that happens I might end up trying to get hold of a rack like the ones that Awesome Paint Job's got, just to make it more convenient, and then who knows, the whole thing might be reorganised again. But yeah, there it is guys. Thanks for watching.